my leadership philosophy, my personal leadership philosophy. During this journey, going through this course, I found that my leadership philosophy has changed a lot since I got here at Baylor and since I began this course. Um, Back at the beginning, I really defined leadership as just respect and gaining respect from your followers and your peers, and that's the only way to gain leadership, and doing whatever it takes to gain respect. But I found that through our readings and our lectures and the different speakers we've heard, I found that there's so much more to leadership than just those things. Uh, just from the start, I'd say there's much more to leadership than just a person's inborn traits and the way they are, what they look like, but in a way that their traits really do may help them or it might hurt them when becoming a leader. But anyone can really become a leader when you boil it down. Uh, Also, skills of a leader, which was an interesting part that we read, and I feel like through the readings you can really say that there is no 100% right answer in them, but the way to be a great leader, in my opinion, from what I've learned, is to take a combination of a lot of these things, and that's really the way that you will be able to be a well-rounded and well-respected leader, and able to gain influence over others. And I'm not talking about the type of influence that someone gets because they're just their teacher or their principal, or their like influence just from position, but influence just from the respect of other people around you, and willingness to follow you even if you don't have a title. And uh, Through the reading I read, I found that yeah, there are certain skills that help you, but not those skills don't work for everyone, and that's why it's important to be flexible as a leader and be able to look at each situation differently. I found that certain techniques work better for some people, but don't work for others, and that's just part of the beginning of my leadership philosophy. Um, I would say that a good leader always has to have a goal in mind, never taking his eye off the prize, per se. And if you do take your eye off the goal, then your followers will see that and they will look at you in a different lens, and that is not a good thing. You always want to present yourself in a way uh, of high authority and high goal oriented towards your followers. Um, Also, I used to think that you would be able to put yourself above all your other followers, but through what I've learned through this course, um, being a leader really means connecting with those below you instead of alienating them, because if you do that, you won't be able to be an effective leader and gain valuable opinions of your followers. So it's very relational based, as well as the skills and traits that leaders should have. And some, um, so that was what I learned about relationships. Another part of being a leader is being able to transform to what would best fit those who are your followers, and really that comes with uh, getting to know them in one-on-one scenarios and adapting to what you think would be best as a leader. Uh, but overall, I think my favorite leadership philosophy that's really shaped me in a whole new way is the servant leadership aspect, which really goes through serving others and gaining influence through that aspect. I think an important part of it is just it shows your followers that you're putting them first and you're doing everything you can to help them succeed. Without that, I don't think you'll be able to maximize growth and performance from your followers. Overall, that is just a few of the ways that my leadership perspective has changed during these past few months, and I think it's really important that I keep on learning and adapting my leadership philosophy to what would best fit for my followers and those around me. Thank you.